WWE is the promised land many wrestlers aim to reach in their careers. Some spend years perfecting their craft before moving to the air quotes big leagues, spending years on the independent scene until they are ready. AJ Styles was a household name in the industry and known by fans across all companies, but he did not officially debut until he was almost 40 years old. Some stars, however, are very fortunate to enter the WWE early and pave their way to a tremendous career. Randy Orton was the youngest world champion in WWE and has gone on to have a Hall of Fame worthy career. We've spoken about the best stars in WWE under 30 right now, as well as the oldest wrestlers in WWE. And now, it's time to look at the youngest. Welcome to Honor Wrestling Club. I prefer to feel old, as here are the 10 youngest stars to ever compete in a WWE ring. Welcome to the club. In number 10 we have Essa Rios. Essa Rios debuted on WWE Raw a month before turning 20 years old. He was part of WWE's relaunch of the light heavyweight division. A few months later, Aguirre, his ring name at the time, would challenge for the light heavyweight championship at WrestleMania 14 against Taka Michinoku. He would win the light heavyweight title under the name Essa Rios against Gillberg in the year 2000. Rios would lose the title to Dean Malenko and would spend the rest of his short WWE career floating around the midcard. Rios has spent most of his career since on the independent scene, mostly in Mexico. In number 9 we have Tyler Bate. Na 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 na. Tyler Bate. The UK-born Tyler Bate was one of the originals of NXT UK. He won the initial tournament to become the first ever WWE United Kingdom champion, making him the second teenager ever to win a title in WWE. Since then, Bate has competed in NXT and eventually moved up to the main roster. Bate was 19 when he first competed in WWE. He won multiple tag titles and the Heritage Cup in NXT before making his main roster debut on SmackDown in January 2024. Bate competed in his first WrestleMania the same year, losing a tag team title match. In number 8 we have Paige. Paige here, another UK native. Paige set the wrestling world alight when she debuted the night after WrestleMania Sex Number in 2014. On the same night, Paige defeated AJ Lee to become Divas Champion, shocking the WWE Universe. She became the first person to hold the NXT Women's Championship alongside the main roster world title. Beginning in NXT at the age of just 19, Paige has had a fantastic career. She won multiple titles and had to retire due to an injury, but was able to get medically cleared for a final stint in wrestling. Under the name Saraya, she made the move to AEW and would win the Women's Championship in her home country at Wembley Stadium at AEW All-In 2023. In number 7 we have Kelly Kelly, a woman so nice they named her twice. In an era where Divas Wrestling was not given a spotlight as it is today, Kelly Kelly managed to stand out. Debuting in 2016 at the age of 19, Kelly Kelly was the youngest diva on the roster. Her initial run on ECW was full of strip teasing and boy drama that included Mike Knox, Text and even CM Punk. Fortunately for the real-life model, her second run in 2007 was more competitively focused. She feuded with Layla and won the opportunity to face Beth Phoenix for the Women's Championship. She would spend many years trying to reach the top of the mountain. In 2011, Kelly Kelly won her first and only Divas Championship, beating Brie Bella. She only won the Divas title once. She's like one of those people who'd win it all the time. In number 6 we have Renee Dupree. Renee Dupree was the first teenager in WWE to win a championship. The French-Canadian was one of the exciting up-and-comers at the turn of the Ruthless Aggression era. Debuting at just 19 years old, Dupree was part of La Resistance with Sylvain Grenier. Dupree won both the World Tag Team Championships and the WWE Tag Team Championships, but never broke out as a singles competitor. The closest he came was in a program with John Cena for the United States Championship. In 2021, Dupree spoke with Chris Van Vliet, saying that he left WWE due to the Chris Benoit tragedy in 2007. In number 5 we have Matt Hardy. It is incredible that Matt Hardy debuted on television over 30 years ago. Since his first match in 1994, Hardy has won championships all over the United States, put on historic matches, and is still going somewhat strongly after hitting 50 years old. In his earlier years, Hardy worked as a jobber for WWE, starting at 19 until he was in his 20s. He then broke out in the tag division alongside his brother Jeff as the Hardy Boys, with a Z because they were radical. During their stint in the Attitude Era, they won multiple tag team titles and were part of the famous TLC and TLC 2 matches. Matt Hardy also had a fantastic career on his own, winning mid-card titles in WWE and world titles elsewhere, most notably TNA. In number 4, we have Bo Dallas. When Bo Dallas signed with WWE, he was one of the last names to be signed to FCW, Florida Championship Wrestling. FCW would then get rebranded into NXT, and Dallas was just 18 years old when he signed his first contract with WWE and became one of the youngest champions in the company. In 2013, he would defeat Big E at an NXT taping to become NXT champion. Bo Dallas would move to the main roster and have an underrated tag run as part of the Miz Entourage, with being entourage to the Miz, and Curtis Axel. With Axel, he would claim the WWE Raw Tag Team Championships at Extreme Rules in 2018 from Matt Hardy and Bo's older brother, Bray Wyatt. Following the passing of Wyatt, Bo Dallas took on the gimmick of Uncle Howdy, the leader of the Wyatt Six. The stable was put together as a tribute to the late great Bray Wyatt. 3. We have Kenny Dykstra. Kenny Dykstra has always been a wrestling guy. He made his independent debut at the age of 15 years old, and a few years later found himself as a jobber in WWE before being given a developmental deal. Dykstra is now a developmental coach for WWE and works behind the scenes. Dykstra was just 17 when he was given his first contract and made it to the main roster as part of the Spirit Squad. The stable were put in a marquee feud against the reuniting D-Generation X in the summer of 2006. Dykstra stood out for his build and athleticism, leading to a singles run. He only won the tag team titles in his career, but many remember the name of Kenny Dykstra in the ring. In number 2, we have Jeff Hardy. It seems unbelievable that Matt Hardy debuted at such a young age, but Jeff said hold my beer and did one better. His first match took place when he was just 16 years old as a jobber against Razor Ramon. He went by the name Keith Davis, the same name as the wrestler who was originally meant to face Raymond. Fast forward 30 years and Jeff Hardy is already considered one of the all-time greats by WWE fans. He won multiple world titles in WWE and in TNA. He also won many mid-card titles across his career and tag team championships to boot as well, and was popular, if not more so, than even John Cena in the late 2000s. And in number 1, we have Nicholas. It's strange to think of a child being in a WWE match and winning a championship. However, this is exactly what happened at WrestleMania 34. Braun Strowman was set to have a mystery tag team partner to take on the Bar. WWE fans were expecting a surprise return, such as maybe Neville. But in the end, Strowman went through the crowd and picked a 10-year-old child. Braun and Nicholas would win the tag team championships, but then vacate the titles one night later due to Nicholas having school. Nicholas Cone is the son of a former WWE referee, John Cone, and the moment was heartwarming and gave hope to all the kids who watch WWE that they can be champions too. Many WWE fans are still not on board with the decision, but it was a memorable moment. And that's all for this video, so what do you think? Which person made you feel the oldest? Let us know in the comment section down below. If you've enjoyed this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up and click the subscribe button if you're new around here. That's all for now, but thank you for watching, and we'll see you later. Welcome to the club.